I was away for a while. Actually, we visited Germany for a couple or so weeks, and I have been very preoccupied with all these congressional hearings, Senate hearing, court cases regarding Alice Guo and Kibuloy, as well as extrajudicial killings. And I really feel so bad about the Philippines. Now, I have some bashers out there who will say, oh, gee, compare this to the crimes in the United States. I'm not saying the United States is perfect. I'm not. But I believe that Philippines should try to maintain its integrity, its sovereignty, instead of selling Philippines to China. I did notice this when I decided to buy a condo. There were tons of Chinese people at the condominium in Pasig City. And it's a big change because they removed those pogos in Pasig. But guess what? They just moved to some other place. And now things are starting to come out as to all kinds of crimes being committed by these so-called pogos. And I'm going to show you, the question is, who is at fault here? And I'm going to show you a video. I'll share this with you for those people who have not seen this yet. Because these congressmen, are telling the truth as to who to blame. Everybody's blaming a specific politician when that should not really be the case. It's the fault of the Filipino people. If I were a politician and the country is tolerating this, guess what? I might do the same thing. So let us be honest. It is our fault. We are the ones electing these people. So here is the commentary that I got, and I want to share it with you.
Bakit? Hindi naman po sila mauupo sa pwesto na yun kung hindi natin po sila ibinoto.
Tapos yung mga pulis po na mga pumapatay, wala raw pong makukulong.
Talagang sinabi yun, ni Duterte.
Opo, sinabi po ni Duterte.
Para bang mapping kung saan nangyayari yung allegedly 6,000 plus na pagpatay?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, wala po.
If we compare it to the different presidents of this country, siya po ang pinakamata. I was intrigued by the statements of Sister Leonor. Totoo po yung sinabi niyo eh. That during that time, when kumbaga ito yung pinakamalaking issue, we remained silent. Tanggapin na po natin yun. Totoo naman eh. Kung totoo, aminin po natin. But sister, siguro tumahimik ang mga tao, lahat po, dalawang bagay lang po yun eh, sa aking analysis. Number one, it's because of fear. The other reason is because of the approval of certain sectors of society. May I explain? Yung approval ng certain sectors of society, sinasabi noon ng mga tao na nasa barangay, tumahimik yung lugar nila. Nakakalakad na po yung anak nila, nakakauwi kahit sa gabi na naglalakad. So, merong approval ng ibang sektor ng ating society nung panahon na yon. And maybe ito po yung mga rason kung bakit may katahimikan. Because of these two reasons. Yun lang po ang aking analysis. Kasi, I think it was on my last term, last 3 years ko, sa first run ko sa Congress nung nangyari ito. Hindi rin po natin masasabi na kasalanan ng mga leaders natin yon. Sister, kasalanan po natin eh. Bakit? Hindi naman po sila mauupo sa pwesto na yon kung hindi natin po sila ibinoto. Di po ba?
Opo.
Eh kahit hindi natin ibinoto, for your information, we are a democratic country. where the majority rules. Di po ba? Kahit hindi natin siya binoto, pero siya po ang nanalo. And we are a democracy. Majority rules. So, these people came into power and their policies were the ones implemented. So, ganun po yun ang nangyari. Now, kung titingnan po natin, yung ating niluklok, if we compare it to the different presidents of this country, siya po ang pinakamataas. History will tell us. And up to now, if you ask the ratings, meron pa rin siyang sizable na popularity. Hanggang ngayon. O sabi nga ni Congressman Franz at saka si Congressman Adjong, sinabi nila, they will run for the Senate. So, nasa inyo na ngayon iyong desisyon. The other one, Attorney Conti, I think you will bear me right, na iisa lang po yung MO modus operandi ng mga pulis. Pag namatay, sabi, nakipag self-defense. Tapos may lalabas na sachet ng illegal drug. Tapos normally, 38 caliber na revolver. Defaced ang serial number. More often than that, if you look at the reports, ganito po yun ang nangyayari. And we have seen this doon sa aming investigasyon dito sa Kongreso. As a matter of fact, ang last na inimbestigahan namin is yung nangyari po sa San Juan, Batangas, na yung isang pulisuman ang bumaril doon sa alleged drug source. Yun po yung kanya. So, kung titingnan po natin almost all of the 6,000 plus, ito yung modus operandi. And may carry over pa rin yung MO na yan. Why? Because we have received reports na yung may mga alleged bypass operations, pero hindi bypass operations ang nangyayari. Kinikidnap na nila yung tao, tapos sinasabi nila bypass operations.
Oh. Pero ito, realizing what has happened, palagay ko, maniniwala na ako that the war on drugs is quite deceitful. Oo. Why po deceitful? Sapagkat hanggang ngayon marami pang drugs Oo. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa natatapos yan. Ang kagandahan lang po ngayon sa bagong administrasyon na ito, in the last 2 years, walang napatay. Meron din naman pero kakaunti lang. Kakaunti lamang. Oho. At nakakakuha tayo ng tonelada ng mga drugs sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas. Pero kanina, binabasa ko yung sinabi ng Secretary ng DILG. Sa eleksyong ito, ay baka ang manalo ay yung susuportahan ng mga drug lords. Susuportahan ng mga gambling lords. Ay marami mga pera yan Marami mga pera po yan ito po ang ating hearing na ito. Dahilan sa sinabi po ni Congressman Acop na maganda pa rin ang rating ng former president. Maaaring maging unpopular po ito. Pero I do not even care if this is unpopular. What we care about is the truth. Sa pagkasabi po ng Biblia, the truth shall set us free. Ito lang po ang pagkakataon na malaman ng taong bayan ito. Kaya, pangalawa, akin po suportahan ang sinabi ni Congressman Acop. Maganda na po tayo sa next election. Huwag nating hayaang manalo ang mga politiko na hindi naniniwala sa human rights. Kinakailangan po ang manalong politiko merong compassion sa mga Pilipino. Ang mga politiko na manalo ay naniniwala po sa due process of law. Hindi po kaagad kumikitil o pumapatay. Naniniwala po na ang bawat Pilipino, anuman ang kanyang kalagayan, may karapatan sa mundong ito. mga kaibigan. I hope na sana po makinig po kayo sa amin ngayon sapagkat election po next year. Ang nakakatakot dyan, kapag gumapang po yung mga drug lords na yan, ang suportahan ng mga politiko nakakampi sa kanila at mga gambling lords sapagkat napakaraming pera niyan. Oh. Ako lang, may lalaban daw sa aking pinapatakbo ng gambling lord. Oh, totoo yun. Oh, sapagkat ako ba'y kalaban ng isabong eh. Kalaban ako ng isabong. So, meron papatakbuhin na pinapatakbo ng gambling lord sa aking distrito. Pero, sa biyaya ng Panginoon, hindi magtatagumpay yan. Kinakailangan po maawa tayo sa bayang Pilipino. Meron ba tayong problema sa West Philippine Sea? Meron akong nakitang video ng PDI, mga kaibigan, na naghihirap ngayon ang mga fisherman sa Zambales. May na-stroke na, meron nagkaroon ng mentally deranged person, at wala po silang mga lupa. Kaya nga po sinasabi ko dito, ano ba ang ginagawa ng probinsya ng Zambales? Sapagkat napakaraming lupa dyan, na pwedeng bigyan ng lupa ang mga mahihirap. Please take lalong yumayaman, ang mahirap lalong naghihirap. Hanggang ngayon, ganyan pa rin ang pinupunto natin. Kaya sana po, hindi na po magkaroon, hindi na po ang mga botante natin ay hindi na po tumanggap ng ng pera yan sa eleksyon. Iboto na po natin ang taong may karangalan, ang taong may decency, at ang taong naniniwala sa human rights.
I apologize for not including a translation on this video because I want to share it right away. Besides, this is intended for the Filipino people who will be doing the voting. And well, maybe here's an idea. Go ahead and accept the bribe, but vote for whoever you truly believe should be running the country. Sometimes it's so difficult. It's easy to say don't accept the bribe when a lot of Filipinos are really poor and they needed the money, so they have no choice but to accept the bribe. But go ahead and accept the bribe. But when it comes to the poll, election poll, voting poll, make sure you vote for the right individual. Don't vote for A just because A gave the money. Receive the money from A, then vote for B. And that's all I can say, because no matter what these Congress people are doing now and what the Senate is doing now, we're going to have a problem unless the Filipino people put the right people in place. It's so scary. If you follow up, well, first of all, that show that I've been following up on is almost like a teleserie. I don't need to watch a teleserie. It's interesting, but it hurts. There's so much pain in my heart seeing how Philippines is being sold to the Chinese. Now, is it the fault of the Chinese? Not necessarily. It's the fault of CCP and maybe some criminals in China. You want China? Go ahead and apply for citizenship in China. Go to China, but do not sell the country. The country should maintain its sovereignty, and I just feel so bad. It's really awful, and that is the reason I wanted to share this. I was on vacation, but even though I was on vacation, I was continuing to watch this on YouTube when I'm on the train, when I'm in the hotel, because I want to follow up on what is happening. Very interesting, but sad, very sad. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll appreciate it if you share this with other people, because we need to spread the word about putting the right personalities in place in government and get rid of as much as we can. I know we cannot eliminate it, but as much as we can, reduce, if not eliminate, corruption. And I know some people will say, oh, gee, corruption has been in place since the Spanish time and all that. In fact, we inherited it from Spain probably. But I still have hopes, and hopes will never fade. Do not just accept what has been done in the past. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I'll appreciate it if you click like, and just if you subscribe to my channel, I will really appreciate it to help me out. Make it a great day, and God bless.